Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. I should call it the No Matrix, Shadow Ban, All Subjects channel. But we got some videos coming today. At first, I wasn't going to make no videos, but I got a couple topics that I want to talk about. We getting back to the Dealing with People series. On this one, I would entitle this Dealing with Coworkers, Ex-Coworkers, Coworkers and Ex-Coworkers. One thing we got to understand is that social media has pretty much destroyed the social life of almost everybody, including people that's not even on it. Because people that's not on it, you still got to deal with people that's on it. And so I can tell you firsthand that these jobs are nothing like they were in the 90s and even the early 2000s before social media. These jobs are nothing like it. Like, you got to practically fight to keep these jobs, for various reasons. And it's like people often come home with their feelings hurt over something somebody said on the job or something somebody did on the job. And some people can't even enjoy their off days because of their coworkers. That's where I come in with this Dealing with People series. I'm going to show you the mistakes that I made, and then when I just got a chance to sit and think about it, it's like I learned what to do. But by the time I learned what to do, I was learning what to do all the whole time. But by the time I put it all together, I was self-employed. So if I ever work a job with somebody else, I know what to do now. So dealing with coworkers, number one, dealing with coworkers. Don't tell them any of your personal business, because if you get in an argument with them down the line, or something happens, let's say they dirty macking you, they want a girl that you dealing with or anything, they're going to spread your personal business. And a lot of them will be secretly disrespecting you over things you done said and did. Especially if you're a Christian. If you're a Christian or any type of believer, do not be sharing your personal business with coworkers. And I know you want to make friends and you want to loosen up, but don't do it with your coworkers. Because see, like for instance, if you're a preacher, everything you do, everything you say, people think they know what righteousness is, but most people don't. Most people don't know what the true requirements of the Most High are. Like for instance, he don't care about gambling. He don't care about that. He just wants you to take care of your business, your financial matters. He don't care if you play the lottery or casino. But you listen to these preachers, especially in the sanctimonious churches, especially in there, they'll make it seem like the Most High really care about money like that. But okay, I can prove it. If that's the case, the Bible says he's not a respecter of persons, right? That's what it say, right? Okay, so if he cares about money like you think, and he's not a respecter of persons, then why do the worst people, the people that's practically all the way against him, have more money than the people that's for him? Because money comes to whoever if you do the right things. If you save it, if you do what you got to do with it, it's going to come to you. It doesn't matter. It don't matter if you are a believer or not. It don't matter if you pray or not. Yeah, if you don't get right, if you don't get right with, hold on. There we go. If you don't get right with the Most High, you will come up short in the end. But if you do the right things during your life, you'll still have money, even though you're going to come up short in the end. Remember, the rich man was in hell. So, certain things people try to emphasize in their own self-righteousness. Most people are self-righteous. Like, they don't know how to seek the Most High and learn from the Most High, so they develop their own do's and don'ts, and they try to push them on other people. So if you're a believer or you're a spiritual person, you better make sure you're using discernment before you start sharing what you do and don't do with these people, because that's how people is. People want to put themselves over you. And when people want to put themselves over you, they more judgmental. So it's best to keep it superficial with people at work. It's best. If you start talking about that Bible and stuff, people are going to start hating you. Remember, rebuke a fool and he will hate you. Remember that. So, and that's in the scripture. That's in the book of Proverbs. So, next thing, don't try to make friends at work. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. But that's a slow process. Like dealing with people in 2023, everything is a slow process. Man, I'm stuttering today. Everything is a slow process. So don't be looking to make friends. Don't be telling people your personal business. Don't ask people for personal favors. That's the next thing. Because look at it like this. So one time we had a glitch. We had a glitch at our job on everybody that was at a certain bank. The bank accounts were glitching. So the fact that the bank accounts were glitching was nobody could take a certain amount. They let you take a small amount out, but you really couldn't take out money like that when the bank accounts was glitching. So I had asked somebody for a favor, and I said, I'll give it back to you the next day. And they didn't do it, and it seemed like for a while they was trying to judge me by that. You know. So that's why I say don't ask for personal favors. You know, if you gotta move, let some movers move your stuff, or you move your stuff. You don't want to wait, hold on, man. Really, man? You know my lane is, oh, okay, he let me over. You don't want people knowing what exactly you have that you not like bona fide friends with. I'm telling you, man. Like even something small like watching boxing. You start watching it with them sinners and you a believer, they gonna be like, man, he watched boxing. So? But that's how people is though. They often sizing you up spiritually. Like people on YouTube sizing me up spiritually because they know I be talking about the Bible. So they trying to size me up spiritually. So the next thing is, when you don't complain, do not complain. Because people, this is what they'll say. When you complain, or even if it's not complaints, it's just you the type of person to get stuff off your chest. Man, he be acting like a bee. Man, he complain like a woman. This, that, and the other. They think some guys think they really doing something by holding all their emotions in, but those be the ones that end up with the high blood pressure and stuff like that. So, man, he complained this, he complained that, and these also the ones that really, the people who won't stand up at work for stuff you need to stand up on, those are the ones that's destroying the work environment the most. I'm gonna say that again. The people who will not stand up for themselves or stand up for things that need to change, they are the ones that's messing the work environment up the most, even more than the gossipers. See, you creating a passive work environment that feeds passive aggressive people. Cause you won't stand, man, I ain't gonna let nobody take my job. Man, you sound dumb, man. So you gonna be a punk so you won't lose your job? You don't believe in yourself. I'm not telling you to go, and that's what we're talking about on here. I'm not telling you to go around picking arguments and arguing with everybody, but I'm telling you that some stuff you might need to voice your opinion. You might need to, but next thing, don't do it unless you need to. Pick your battles wisely. Don't do it unless you need to do it. Because see, here's the thing. Remember, even if you're not a business owner, you always in business. Anything that you make your money, any way you make your money, you always in business. So you got to treat your job like business. That's the next thing. Don't let it be personal. It's business. Don't go to work to make friends. It's business. If you comfortable doing your job, you making good money, you able to do the things you want to do, remember, it's business. And the next thing, like I tell my sons, if you choose to stay there, you got to get better at ignoring people. If you choose to stay, you got to get better at ignoring people. That's the next thing. If it's a coworker at your job that don't like you, so what? Stay away from them. If they trying to get you in trouble, just start documenting everything they do and say towards you. And just keep it moving. Keep it moving. Next thing, keep your conversations, again, I can't say this enough. Keep your conversations on non-personal matters. Don't talk about religion. Don't talk about race. Don't talk about, now you got to throw dating in there because people, you have all these, you had a red pill, you had a black pill, you had MGTOW, you had all these different things, you had a passport brothers. Don't talk about none of that at work. None of it. Because simps will join forces with women and it'll be you against the simps and against the women. So don't do it. Don't do it. Keep your conversations on non-personal matters. The next thing, when you, okay, for instance, if you know your coworkers don't like you or they jealous of you, this might sound crazy, but try to park away from them. Like don't park your car like right by them, you know, especially if you get a brand new car. Park your car away from them or under the cameras. And then that way, if y'all got cameras in y'all parking lot, that way when you start getting scratches on your car, you can have them run back to cameras. Because anybody that's scratching your car should be fired. They shouldn't even be working there. And you should get them fired if you can. That's why I say park under the cameras or away from your coworkers. The away from your coworkers is just so they don't have to walk to mess with your car, which is going to take time, and most people won't do it. The next thing, Don't be so quick to bring your coworkers around women that you involved with, or if you're a woman, men that you involved with. Y'all gotta stop trusting people you just merely work with. Just be nice to them, be courteous, be polite, but make them earn anything personal over time. It should take a while. It should take a while. You should get to know them before you do anything with them off the job. Cause you'll be trying to be friends with somebody on the job, and then off the job you'll start seeing stuff about them that you be like, nah, I can't mess with that. Like you have went to their house and they tooting lines, if you know what I'm talking about. You be like, nah, I ain't messing with him. Like, man, go ahead and try this. Hey, you know what, man? It's getting late. I'm finna go home. And then at work the next day, shallow. Don't deal with him after work no more. If he pushed the issue, be like, look, man, y'all was doing stuff that I don't do. You know, I don't be doing them drugs and all that. You'll be amazed with what your coworkers do, why they causing so many problems at work. Some of them be drunk the whole time they off. That stuff impairs judgment. It messes your nerves up. Like, for instance, well, I don't want to get into medical stuff. You know how YouTube is. But the next thing, don't give them anything. Don't give them. I remember I had a job where I was always running late, but I always made it there on time almost all the time. Like, it was maybe in a 3-year span, I probably was late 2 or 3 times. But most of the days, I would get there right on time. Like, I would get to my work area like 2:58. So people start spreading rumors. Man, he late every day. Okay, if we don't start work, we don't start getting paid till 3. And I'm there at 2:58. You know, I'm on time, but I really should have been there earlier. That's why I say don't give them nothing. Don't give them nothing, because people will start judging you just off of something that small. Man, he can't even be on time for work. You know what I mean? So in our job, we had to get what's called debriefing. Like if you, a police officer, correctional officer, you had to get debriefed. So yeah, I was there on time, but I really should have gave myself a couple more minutes. But they were saying I was late. I wasn't late. I just didn't come early enough. But anyway, the main things I needed to hear, they don't take that long. How many we got? What's going on? Anybody, any issues? So on and so forth. But man, he be late every day. Don't give him nothing. I stopped doing that. I had another job. I had a job after that. I was never late. Like, I was always on time. Like, I wasn't late even one time. So, you know, it's stuff like that. People who don't know how to judge character, you got to make sure you don't give them anything. You ever notice how people that don't know how to judge character, they accept stuff that biblically they should reject, and they reject stuff that biblically they should accept, because they don't know how to judge character. That's why the Messiah told people to judge yourself. He said, the same measure you measure, it shall be measured to you again. So Those things that I was talking about, make sure if you got to watch this again, go back and watch it again. But don't quit a job until you're ready to quit. Like some jobs, I'm gonna do one maybe tomorrow or maybe later on, like maybe Monday. How to know when to quit your job, when it's time to quit your job. See, everybody, all the jobs I quit, people used to always say, "Oh, you shouldn't have quit." But it was really only like maybe 2 jobs that I shouldn't have quit. One of them, I was only 26. I was young. And you got to realize the lifestyle I came out of, it took me a while to like get used to just getting a paycheck. It took me years. Like, cause at first it was paycheck and this. So I was 26 and that money, yeah, I was able to get some stuff, but I was looking at it like, man, I need to start my own business. So I tried to treat having a business like how the street work or whatever. And I thought, okay, I'll just come right up. Business don't work the same on the clean side than it do the dirty side. And I had to learn that. I had to learn what I could take from the streets and what I had to get rid of with the streets. And sometimes it take a while. That's why you see certain guys, it take them a while to start getting their footing in terms of how they do things and stuff. So, what else do I want to add to this? Supervisors, okay. If you have a manager or a supervisor, just listen to them. Do what they ask, as long as it's not nothing unethical, or if it's something that you know is not going to work, tactfully bring it to their attention. But other than that, you should always be submitting to the superiors, the managers. You should. It's just good karma. It's good blessing. You gonna reap the benefits of just being a submissive person. Like even if you're a man, if there's a woman boss, like I bumped heads with women bosses, but I always did what they said. And the main time, and I didn't bump heads with all of them, just a couple. But the main time I bumped heads is when they was trying to make stuff personal. And I knew it. They was trying to make stuff personal. Like they'll hear about something that I said, or they'll hear about some belief that I had that I ain't even talked to them about. And they was making stuff personal. Like for instance, one supervisor, I knew I was gonna have problems with her because when I met her, she was acting funny for no reason. Like I had just met her. Like, man, what's her problem? I already knew it. So, but you just do what they ask. Do what they ask. Even if you red pill this, that, and the other, don't be in there disrespecting women, man. Disrespecting women ain't red pill. Now, if they say something crazy to you and you say something back, that's not disrespecting them. There's no need to disrespect them. I believe in holding doors open. They don't say thank you, they just don't. Like old people and women, them doors can be heavy. Like it was this older man the other day, and he was just struggling to get through that door. It was windy. I just went over there and held the door open for him. And normally I don't like talking about what I do, but this just goes hand in hand with what we talking about. When you really red pill, like I'm tired of people saying that Myron is red pill. I know y'all want to make yourself look right, cause some stuff y'all do be right. But stop saying Myron is red pill. Stop saying the Tate brothers are red pill. They're not. Look at what they do. Would a red pill person who's awake put a hood on, a KKK hood? That dude is childish and he's a clown. And people be trying to say, look, see those red pills? See, y'all want to get rid of this so bad. I'm starting to think some of y'all is agents. I am. But you can't say Myron, them two dudes. Just look at even they panels. They not red pill. People keep saying, trying to put red pill with Myron and with the Tate brothers. Two people that's far from it. And Sneeko. Now Sneeko, I be agreeing with some of what he be saying, but he ain't red pill though. He ain't. He just not. Like a real red pill person would be arguing with Fresh and Fit, would be arguing with the Tates. Andrew Tate tried to act like God was favoring him, man. Look what you doing. And you think he's favoring you? Some of these people. But anyway, I got to get out of here. We got more videos to do and I want to get them all out the way early. So thanks for watching.